What's up, everyone? This is Omegabalmung here with a new video series for my pickup of the week. This week I'm not doing a video game pickup of the week. I'm gonna actually change those to bi-weekly, so every other week, every 2 weeks. Starting next week, of course. I think it should be next week. Let's check that out real quick. Yep, starting next week. And then goes on the week after that, and then it just goes from there. Just because video games cost a little bit more than comic books, and so I don't get as much as I can, I want to get, and every other week I could probably round up like a good six games or so by that time. So, anyways, you are here for some comic books. So I'm starting to get into comic books. The fact that I bought those Last of Us comic books, and I'm like, oh, cool. I'm going to probably start collecting comic books now, and it's a cool thing. I mean, like I said, unlike video games, they are cheaper, or-ish. If you're looking for like first issues, signed issues and stuff like that, you might find them for a little bit more pricey. But most of the range, comic books are usually around about $3. You can find them online for like 99 cents and stuff like that. You can go to your comic store, local comic store, and you can find a wide range of prices for them. So, like I said, I'm going to be talking about some comic books here. Some of the comic books I picked up today, Wednesday, which are the new releases for every whatever comic books are coming out. Usually drops on Wednesday, so I did pick up one new comic book, but all the rest are back issue stuff that I was looking for. But like I said, I just want to go to a little bit past of what I've been doing for comics. I think I started pretty far back when I remember buying that the Batman issue. I actually bought a new one. A copy of it like a few weeks back because I'm like, oh, I remember this issue. It's when Bane breaks Batman's back, and you see the cover on there, and he's like bent in the back, and Bane's like, I remember as a kid, I'm like, what the heck is going on? Bane can't do that to Batman. So that was pretty cool. That was really my first comic book day. Went to Batman or Spawn and Batman. I can't remember which way it was, but I think it was Batman and Spawn or something like that. One of those. More of the harder copy covers, but then I kind of went into like, I didn't really buy too many. I bought like one there, one there, one there. I wasn't really a big fan of comic. I was a big fan of like Batman and stuff, but I never really read any of their comics and stuff. And I kind of just buy in and out. I bought a few Spider-Man comics, and these were like back when I was probably in the first comic book was like when I was like 7 or 6 or something like that. It was back in 90 something. And then I kept buying. This is like once in a while I'll go out and buy some comic books. I remember getting Spider-Man. I don't remember which issue it was, but it was probably one of the later like 90s, 96, 97s. And then I remember actually buying the DC versus Marvel, where they had all the DC characters fighting against Marvel. I think I had 2 of those. There were the hard copy ones, the ones they kind of collected a whole bunch of volumes into one. I remember having 2 of them. Those are kind of cool, just seeing 2 of my favorites. Batman fighting against Captain America, Superman fighting against Hulk, Spider-Man fighting against Superboy, and so and so. So it was pretty cool seeing that. Mostly in the Spider-Man, I'm like, yeah, Spider-Man being Superboy, and that was pretty cool. But then I kind of just dropped off a bit, and I kind of got into mangas and watching anime. Everything just kind of dropped off. And then video games. I started collecting video games, and now I'm back to comic books again. I'm kind of getting a little too long here, but I do have like a whole bunch of them. I bought a few weeks ago. I'm not going to dig them up, but I do have like a box about this long. Can't see from here, but like a box about a little longer than that. It is almost full. I think there's maybe I could stack these comics in there and it'll be full. But let's get started. Anyways, the first one I'm going to go through is actually the newer ones that I picked up this week. Furious from Dark Horse Comics. This one right here. This is actually the second issue. I actually bought the first one last week, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. So that's pretty cool. And you know, it looks okay. It's not like super. The drawings, like, you know, not like really anything you will see from, like, you know, DC. And like I said, it's kind of just off. It's kind of weird, but you know, I like the storyline. It's pretty cool. Another one is not a new one. It actually came out a while ago, I'm pretty sure. But you know, it wasn't in. It's still an ongoing series, so they don't have them in the back issues. And it's actually Superman and Wonder Woman. So, if everybody knows or seen those pictures of Wonder Woman kissing Superman, yep, this is where it kind of comes from. This is the third issue. I do have the first and second issue, so I'm kind of reading through them and, you know, going from there. I think they're on the 8th or something issue, but or maybe even more than that. But you know, I'm just going through them, and I'm buying them one by one slowly. And hopefully I get up to where I could, you know, keep up with the series once they come out, you know, new. So that's pretty cool. I like as you're going to see, I'm like more of the DC at this moment. So and then next will be Action Comics. This is Action Comics are Superman. And you know, it's pretty much it. This is actually issue 844. These are, which issue is this one again? I don't remember. 844s are. It was part of a. I want to say. I forgot what part it was, the storyline that it was for, but you know, I'm looking for almost all of them. I think I'm missing only one of them. So the next one would be Action Comics issue 845. And like I said, they're in a storyline, and I think I'm missing just one of them. The comic book store that I went to this morning didn't have it. They had all of them except for that one. I'm like, oh my gosh, I came so close to getting, you know, that storyline. So, and then the next one would be 851, Action Comics. You get some glare. And these covers are pretty cool. I mostly like this one. I mean, that Superman face, he looks pretty mean. Then it kind of concludes into Action Comics Annual, and this one's in number 11. So, like I said, I'm missing one. I think I'm missing one. You know, issue of that, and then it concludes into, like, you know, that's the weird thing about comic books is they kind of move on, and then they kind of disappear for a bit, and then they come back. So, anyways, this is annual. This is Action Comics Annual. Issue 11, and it kind of concludes. I think it does conclude that storyline from Action Comics. The next one would be Superman issue 75, The Death of Superman. This is the one where he fights against Doomsday. I actually have the one, the Man of Steel. I forgot what issue that one was, where he fights Doomsday. So it kind of continues from there. That's pretty cool. I'm looking to get that whole storyline. As you can see, I'm going for the storylines. Then the new one I picked up, I guess it's not new, but I'm kind of getting into it, is the Earth 2 series. I picked up issue 0, and they just go like in depth about, you know, Earth 2. And I do have the second one. I still need to get the first one. I'm going to have to order that. I went to the comic book store. I went to one of my other ones I go to. They only had it started from the second one, so I was like, oh, I might as well buy this since I'm here. So I have the second issue, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to order the first issue. So I'm pretty excited to get that. I haven't read it yet. I'm going to start reading it now because Earth Zero. But you know, the characters look cool. I mean, these are different. They're not your normal, you know, Superman, Batman, you know, and Wonder Woman characters. They look pretty cool. And then next will be just continuing on to my I have the first 10 you know, issues. This is Superman Batman issue 11. So I'm gonna get that there. These are, like I said, these covers are pretty awesome. So this kind of continues from where I left off from Batman issue 11, Superman Batman issue 11. Like I said, any, you know, those are actually kind of based off. If you've seen the movie Superman Batman, that's what it is. When we're Superman and Batman, and then they fight against, they're wanted from because they thought that they killed Lex Luthor, who was the president, and then you got a bunch of heroes, villains going after them, and then there's one where Apocalypse or Darkseid comes, and Supergirl's there too, and stuff like that. So next would be, which I was a little disappointed. I couldn't get all of them. Let's see, I'm going to line them up here real quick. Okay. There's Action Comics issue 867. This is actually this is the Brainiac issues, so they're going to talk about Brainiac and stuff like that. I couldn't get the first one. It will be a 666. I'm going to have to order that one too. But I did get pretty much all of them from there. I got 868, which I think the cover looks beast. I don't know. I think that looks cool. 869. There, talking to Paul Kent, and then you have this one here. This is the finale for the Brainiac issues. And like I said, I'm trying to get the first one to finish that out. I'm gonna wait till then to actually start reading them. But anyways, I'm on my last one of the pickup of the week is World's Finest, Huntress and Power Girl. I've seen some reviews for that. They said it's but I'm pretty excited to read it. I didn't see any of the Power Girls comics when I went over there, or issues, so I decided to pick this one up instead because it has Power Girl and Huntress in there. And then, like I said, I also had, if I wanted to go through, it would be like almost an hour long of, going through all the comics that I gotten since the beginning. It's like 2 weeks ago. I got dumped a whole bunch of comics from my sister, and those are pretty cool. Those are like old, like Spawn comics, Spider-Man, some of the X-Men, some of the cool stuff like that. So, and then of course, it's not a comic book. I did need some, bags. So I bought some bags for for my comics. I do have the back the boards in the back already. I have like a whole bunch of them. I bought from a while back, and I just somehow run out of bags. But anyways, that is it for the pickups of the week. I'll be going next week again. We'll have another video next week, and then another video for it'll be always on Wednesday. I want to say depends on when I'm getting my comics. If I do order them, I usually do like the 9 days or something. So I'll probably do like order it now, and then it'll come back next week. But we'll see what happens. I'll be going there to my local comic store every Wednesday to pick up new copies of something. I'll just pick up something up, and then usually I'll just buy something else anyways, because it's about 20-ish minutes away. And if you go there, I might as well buy in bulk. I never want to spend 20 minutes to go buy something for like one issue or something, and then waste gas and stuff like that. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video here. Like I said, every week is going to be a comic book pickup. Comic books easier to buy because they're more cheaper. You get like 4 or 5 of them for like $10, $15. Video games are going to be bi-weekly because they cost so much, and you only get like 1 or 2. So if I did one this week, it would have been pretty small. But I'm going to hold those off to every other week. So starting next week, I'll be starting again, and then the week after that. Not that next week, but the week after that, so in 2 weeks. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed my my comic book pickups of the week. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you guys like my videos. And don't forget to leave a comment. Leave any kind of comment. Tell me what comic book characters you guys like, what comic books you guys like. And if I would actually like to hear, people give me some advice on some, other comic book characters, heroes, or even other comic book, I could get into. I wanted to I forgot what it was called, Awake or something. I kind of want to see that one. I was thinking about getting that, but I kind of just got way too much, you know, a comic. So I kind of like, I put that up until maybe next week where I could get the issue 1. But anyways, I'll see everybody next week.